Right. There we are. I think we're on. Evening all. It looks good to me. We've got some sound, I think so. Give us a thumbs up if we're working as usual. Or type something in the comments. That'd be marvellous. Thank you very much. Let's just give it a second or two. Make sure I've got everything turned on and plugged in where it should be. Let's see if we're getting any response from the other end. No, that's interesting. Okay. Let me just give it a few seconds. Here we go. Evening David, evening Stevie. Marvellous. Things are working. Good-o. Evening Dougie. Excellent. Good stuff. Right. Prices. Let me set them running. Nothing terribly exciting. It's all spare parts and coins. But I'll just click the right button if I can find it. Prices. Here we are. I'll leave them running a minute. I'll just cycle on through. Evening Peter. Hope we're all well. Had a jolly weekend, etc. Or jolly Monday and Tuesday, I should say. We were here Sunday, weren't we? Yeah, so just let these run through, and then I've been sorting out some interesting Compton's flyers I thought we'd had a look at. I haven't uploaded them to the website yet. Principally because I've got to make some new pages to put them on, because there's machines that I've got some flyers of now that I haven't actually got the pages on the website for to put them on. So I'll show them all here in a minute, and then probably later on tonight I'll make the pages and upload them, and you can look at them a bit bigger, probably than you can see on the screen here in a minute. Today Gary dropped off, if you remember on New Year's Eve, if you saw New Year's Eve one, we had some 1965, I think they are, adverts out of the World's Fair for machines, all sorts of machines, which were quite interesting. But they hadn't scanned and emailed through terribly well. So Gary's kindly lent me his the actual paper itself. It's a bit fragile, quite old. So when I get time over the next week or so, I'll try and get them on my scanner and see if we can get some better scans of them, a bit higher resolution. Then I'll upload all those as well. They're quite interesting. There's some good sort of full page adverts as well, which he couldn't fit on his scanner, but they'll fit no problem on this nice big one I've got here. Got a splinter in my hand from unloading slot machines. It's not good. So yeah, that'll be some more good stuff to look at. And then I've got some lovely pictures that I will perhaps save till Sunday night, when there's usually most people tune in. I mentioned before the Canby Island arcade, which in the amusement park there, Dave Hooper and I cleared a lot of the stuff out back in about 1990, I suppose it was. No, it might even before that, late 80s I think it was. And in there was a lot of interesting big machines, 60s stuff, which we couldn't get out when we were clambering over to look at. And I've now got some photographs of that very building with all the machines crammed in, sort of higgledy-piggledy, sideways on top of each other, God knows what else, and they will amuse you or make you cry, one or the other. So yeah, I'll show you those on Sunday night. They're quite good. I've also got quite a lot of interesting pictures come through of sort of Vegas in the 50s, mostly probably they are. Lots of great big long rows of high tops and things. Some of them are quite nice. So perhaps have a look at those on Friday. So yeah, it's good. This sort of archivey stuff seems to be capturing people's imagination, so we'll keep on doing it. Lots of interesting stuff. Right, how are we doing with these prices? I think they've probably gone round once. I'll just let them go up to the top again, whatever that was. And then we'll have a look at some of these flyers. Oh yeah, there's loads of interesting stuff coming, isn't there, to sell, which I'll start on tomorrow, hopefully photographing and listing. So we'll just have a quick peek at that in a minute. I've got my Instagram up here, somewhere to look at. I don't think I have I? Yes, I have. That's all right then. If I put that on there, ready like that. Go there like that. Let me just click a few things in the background here for a minute. What do I want to click on? That one, don't I? Yes, that's the one. Pricey prices. They've been all the way around, yeah. So, over our Instagram, which if you don't follow it, why not? I'll stick a link in here, then you can have a look at that if you don't do already. It's just handy if I can stick quick photographs up on it straight from my camera. So this batch of stuff came in the other day, all fresh in from the States. Very nice stuff. All good, all working, all locks, keys, everything, just as it all should be. So as I say, tomorrow I'll start listing some of this stuff, get it photographed and videoed. I probably won't get it all done tomorrow, but I'll try and get it all done by the end of the week, so it's all on for Friday to look at the new stuff. But yeah, some nice stuff there. And then today there's what came in today, a Sega, I think it's one of the English made Segas light up, so it's quite interesting. And there's a nice high top coming, a Henry Power restoration, so a really nice one. That's coming on Saturday, I think, if you're looking for a high top. So yeah, lots of stuff coming in for sale. So keep an eye on the thing. And I put up yesterday, what's this? Oh, this is what's finishing this weekend. Half a dozen machines and some award cards. Yesterday I just relisted some coins and added some more coins on to replace the ones that had sold. So that's the only new stuff I put on so far this week at the moment. So there we are. That's where we're up with all of that lot. Now then, flyers. Let me find the right button to click, which I think is this one. And we'll have a look at some of these, because there's some I've never seen before, and I don't know what they are exactly. There we are. This one. What is it? It's Crompton's 6, it appears to be called, but I don't actually know what it is. If it's I don't think it's a pusher. I'm not sure what it is. It doesn't really say anything on the flyer, as you can see. Just Crompton built, Crompton designs. Need we say more? Well, yes, we need to say what it is, please. It's interesting. You can probably see a 6-player. But there seem to be 3 different versions of the play positions. You notice if you look on the top down view on the bottom left hand corner of the flyer there, you can't see my mouse wiggling around here. But in that player position there's kind of one little circle, looks a little bit like a target. The next one round, well, sort of anti-clockwise if you like, has got 2 of those round kind of target-y things. And the next one round has got 3 of those kind of round target-y things, whatever the hell they are. And then it repeats. So I don't know. If anybody knows what it is, I'd be most interested to know. I don't even know what section to put it under. It would just go under Crompton's machine unknown type at the moment. Until somebody tells you what it is. It looks like on the playfield, you can't really see. It's not a flyer that I've got to scan. It's somebody else's scan. Somebody found somewhere on the internet. So that's as high a resolution as I've got, unfortunately. But it looks like on the top of the playfield there's pictures of people doing something. But what, I don't know. If anyone's got ideas, let me know. Really giving the hard sell on that one. Aren't they just? Yes. It's Crompton's, need we say more? Just buy it. Great. So all you know is it's 4 foot diameter, 3'9" high. It's got a lamp on the top, which takes it to 7'9", and it weighs 400 weight. but I've never seen one. Don't know what it is. Hopefully somebody will. Paul Mitchell might, if I don't think he's on tonight, is he, at the moment? So that's that one. So I thought that was quite interesting. So the next one is... It has a rather fetching standard lamp, doesn't it just? Yeah. So this one, Crompton's The Ace Race. I don't know if you can read the text that end on the video, so I'm not sure what resolution it's coming out on. So it says... Crompton announced the introduction of yet another coin-operated machine with top potential per square foot of floor space. The Ace Race. Penny play, 15 players. Awards 2, 3 and 4 pence. Attractive finish, robust, well lighted, illuminated award panels and freestanding. So this is, as I say, this is the thing I was trying to describe the other night. We sold a version of this years ago. At the Elephant House, but I think it was before I was doing the auctions there regularly. It was an auction I did for Dave Hooper many years ago, probably 20 years ago or something. And it was the football theme one. Somebody told me, I think Paul Mitchell told me, I think there was 4 versions of this machine, kind of 4 different themes. I think it was a horse race, the football, this one. Can't remember what he said the other one was now. But it explained that the centre of the table lifted up, then span round, and then dropped back down again, and to initiate the payouts. And I remember looking at the machine when we had it in, and it was on, rather than motors, it was all done with electromagnets, like opposing poles, so they alternatively pulsed, and that got the thing going, like a bit like maglev railway type thing. So it's very efficient, very good design. And we sold it, it went to Holland, I think. I remember the guy loading it on his van, great big Sprinter high top van. They literally put it on its side and kind of rolled it into the back of the van on edge, as it were. Weighed an absolute ton. But, so there's the football version somewhere in Holland, I think. And I was trying to remember if it either came from Watermouth Castle, or if Watermouth Castle have got one similar. One or the other. So there might still be one in this country, or that might have been the one, which is now, or it went to Holland. I don't know where it is now. Yeah, 15 player, quite a big chunky thing. So there's that one. Then the next one is another one I've not seen, Big Time Roulette, which is a pusher. The text on this one reads, yes, Big Time Roulette will make big money for you and keep your customers happy with small, steady wins with coin play that's fun to watch. Slick, colourful, illuminated backflash, 6 coin entry slots, an intimate playfield, that's what you need, with ingenious use of mirrors, remote constant action. It's enticing, exciting, and the playfield is always covered with coins. It looks as though they must win with every penny they slide in. Anti-tilt alarm, etc, etc. And that's 59 inches height, 27 wide, 24 deep, so like a single player, but with 6 slots on it. So yeah. And it looks like it's hard to see that on the playfield, but in the picture it kind of looks like there might be some rotary kind of action in the middle of the playfield. It pushes the coins off the ends, I think, by the looks of things. On the bottom level, it looks like there's 2 levels, the top layer an ordinary pusher, and the bottom layer some kind of rotary to simulate the roulette wheel, I guess. I'm not sure. Interesting one. So I'll put all these up on the website later tonight, so you can you know, click them up and have a better look at them. And then of course the cakewalk. With continuous rhythmic action, bright lights, gay colours and steady winds keeps the floor crowded with the cakewalk. It says, from eye-level slots, pennies bounce over pins that are locked between 2 vertically placed clear perspex sheets that enter either the cash box or one of the 28 channeled wooden runners that slide rhythmically back and forth across the playfield. Movement of pennies entering the runners is restricted by centre stock pins so that the coins are gradually pushed to each end and excesses drop into the payout trays. Steady winnings, but the playfield cannot be cleared. It's always well covered with pennies. 8 players, 4 each side, penny play. Of course, a lot of the cakewalks got converted into just ordinary pushers. We had, up at Botany Bay, I think we had 3 or 4 of them like that, which still had the cakewalk flashing like this. And they might have even had the cakewalk top flashes on as well, I think, with like a, can't remember what was on it now. Anyway, but they'd been converted, unfortunately. They weren't the original cakewalk beds, so just kind of the ordinary pushers later on. Why they're all converted, I don't know, whether they just weren't very reliable or weren't very popular or what, but a lot did get converted. It's kind of a shame, really. It says, looks like the white cup rotates around the centre. Oh, on the previous one, yeah. Sorry, we got that problem with the delay of comments coming about a minute or so late, probably, when I see them my end. But yeah, so that's the cakewalk. And the next one was Cover the Spot. There's one of these in the, or there was one of those in the Canvey Island stash. You can just see it in one of the photographs. I remember climbing on it vaguely. But Cover the Spot. Cover the Spot is yet another carefully designed, thoroughly site-tested machine engineered for dependability. Penny play, pays out 2, 3, 4, and jackpot of 9p. Intriguing game, spelt wrong. It's got always amusing on the flyer. Mechanical payout, attractive colour scheme, and robust construction. So mechanical payout, I'm not sure what it does. I think it filled the columns up, similar to a Challenger wall machine type thing. And then I'm guessing when you covered the spot, when the coins got as far as the spot, that paid out that line of coins or something along those lines. But yeah. Quite a good machine. Watch the punters go for this one. And the next one is, this one looks quite fun. This is also in that 1965 World's Fair that Gary's lent us. Another picture of it. I think there might be a bit of a write-up as well, so I'll have a look when I scan it in, what there is interesting. So this one seems to be in the centre, like a pin table, but automatically fires. So it just continuously pings the ball up, drops through the pins, and the ball ends at the bottom of the playfield and indicates which horse has won the race. And you could bet on one or more, I think. Excuse me. It says brisk, bright, customer attracting action in 12.5 second automatic cycle of play. 12.5 seconds, that's a bit precise, isn't it? Ball races onto the playfield. Eye-level flasher unit shows 6p, 9p, shilling cash and 5 shilling gold award on 2 features, which are figured circles with revolving light effect. Figured circles with revolving light effect. Oh, I guess they mean on the back flash. The circles. Figured circles with revolving light effect. Don't know. And figured panels that light on and off swiftly, controlled by Crompton's haphazard selector unit. There's obviously just flashing up which prize you can win or something, not quite sure. The flashing lights steady to indicate the award due when the ball on the playfield enters enters and lights up the winning horse box. Quick payout and the action repeats. So whether the ball rolled over different switches which caused the flashing, I'm guessing, of which one it was going to win, and then Obviously, when it dropped in the wind slot at the bottom, stayed on that horse, presumably. Angled betting panels take up 10 players. Illuminated centre sign, brilliant colours, top action attraction, big award incentives, reliable operation. Complete with 800 gold awards. And this thing had an overall height of 6'8", 5 foot wide, 4 foot deep, 600 weight. Two-tone grey with a black gloss base, multicoloured playfield, and hard-wearing, easily cleaned exterior panelling, or formica, as we like to call it. So yeah, quite a good machine. I quite like the idea of that. A kind of automatically firing pinball machine that you can bet on. Sounds quite fun. Not seeing one of those. Don't know if there's any surviving or not. Probably not. Next one, Crompton's Grand Canyon. It's a two-player. Two-player machine presented in a stylish new cabinet. Each play section has one eye-level sliding coin entry, which engages with a chute in order to place the coin where the player desires. There's a large, easy, empty reject tray. The machine accepts coins of the operator's choice and dispenses one token for each winning coin. This is set up for tokens, and the machine is wired up, ready to accept SEM-core GB 300 ticket dispensers. Now, I had one of these, which I had to adjust slightly with a saw to get in the back of my Volvo estate when I bought it from somewhere up Norfolk. I think I mentioned it the other night. Wedged it in the back of my car. Then went round to Pete Williamson's for a cup of tea or something. And yeah, ended up in Botany Bay somewhere. But it had like a rolling, you can probably, don't know if you can see in there, probably not really well. You'll see when you click on when I've uploaded it. But in front of the play field, like a rotating drum with kind of holographic stickery stuff on it. To look like swirling water, I guess it was supposed to look like. It's quite an effective machine. Did quite well, took quite good money. Yeah, it's not the best. Again, none of these, I haven't got any of these flies. These are all scans that have been found on the internet, so they are what they are. I've tried to touch them in as best as I can and get the best image off them as I can. But if anybody's actually got the flies that I can borrow to get better scans, that would be great. Let me know. It says the haphazard selector unit sounds fun. Yes, wouldn't we all like a haphazard selector unit? I don't know what they are. I'll have to have a look when I go and film Paul's machines. Maybe one of them's got a haphazard selector unit in, and we can have a look at. See what it does. It does sound quite fun, doesn't it? So that's the Grand Canyon. I think Paul's got one of those actually. I seem to remember there's one in his arcade. The ice hockey. I think these are the ones that were kind of pink, horrible pink, speckly, chipboardy cases. Yeah. Search YouTube for Crompton's factory opening trade show, compulsive viewing. I'll make a note of that. Well, I can get it in the comments in a bit, can't I? But if I don't make a note, I'll forget to look back again. Crompton's factory opening trade show. Sounds good. Perhaps they show their haphazard selector unit. Yes, thanks. I'll have a look at that. I'll have to see if I can get hold of whoever owns a bit of film. Maybe we can borrow it and stick it on the DVD. That'd be nice. Anyway, yeah, ice hockey. They are what they are, aren't they? We all know what one of those is. It's nice to see the flyer. Here are the Crompton's International Tote. It's a 10-player multi-slot with a simple, sure incentives that take big money. I'm sure you want me to read this one on the screen. It says quite a lot. Need some tea for this one, I think. So, 5 horses in a straight race that is tense excitement from start to finish. There is no knowing which horse will win or what the odds will be near the finish. Sorry. There's no knowing which horse will win or what the odds will be until near the finish, as they're chosen by independent haphazard selectors. Back 1, 2 or even all 5 runners. Push in your pennies when Bet Now lights up and enjoy the suspense. The winner and odds light up on the play panels and on the top sign tote board. Payout 2, 4, 6, 8 or 10. If you win, you'll have another go. If you don't, you'll just have to have another gamble. 13.5 second play cycle on this one. This beautiful machine makes you pleased to be the operator, and even more so with every collection. Designed and built to exacting standards by Alfred Crompton Limited for long reliable service. Unitary construction enables each play section, complete with coin entry and jackpot mechanism, to be removed from the frame without disturbing other sections. Should a play section ever have to be removed for repair, a dummy panel provided with each machine can be positioned in the cabinet to ensure complete safety. Only 4 cash boxes serve all the play positions. Guaranteed for a year. That's dark wood grain gloss laminate doors, multicoloured playfield, mottled yellow corners and top sign, fully illuminated. 6 foot 10.5 long, 3 foot 7.5 wide, 6 foot 8.5 high. They like the half inches, don't they, Cromptons, for some reason. Heights of coin entry 2 foot 11.5. Everything's half an inch. How bizarre. Approximately weight 800 weight. Good grief. It draws 10 amps. Wow. So there you go, quite a big chunky thing. So whether this was before Whitaker's horse racer, I'm not, because it's basically the same thing, I'm not sure. Don't know what the dates of any of these are. If anybody knows, it'd be nice to try and find out. We'll hopefully be able to find out again if we can get hold of different copies of things like the World's Fair, coin slot. You know, over time we'll work out the dates if we don't know them from anywhere else when these things first appeared. But yeah, so there we go. There's the International Tote. The penny falls. Money, money, money. There was a reference to ABBA. Money, 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 I wonder. Could be, couldn't it? Player appeal at its best. Tantalising action as the mass of coins on the wide screened playfield are constantly pushed, crowded, poised on the edge of the wind chutes. So tempting, so easy, and yet the mass of coins still remain on the brink in spite of small, steady winnings, which ensure constant interest. 12 swivel rolling chutes, unique landscaped playing field, super double-sided illuminated top sign. Penny falls steals the limelight. This is the amusement machine to earn you top profits fast. 6'5" high, 3 foot playing height, overall width 7'6", overall depth 3'6", 500 weight. Yeah, they've lost all the half inches on this one. They must have got a new tape measure. There we are, penny falls. Now, Paul's got half of one of these. They bought a whole one, cut it in half, long ways. So he's got half, and Gary, what's his name, has got the other half. So yeah, you'll see that in Paul's video. If you haven't seen one before, they're quite fun. And the next one is Penny on Ice. Quite a nice looking machine. Don't remember this one. Just have another mouthful of tea. So another Crompton Penny Play champion. The brightly lit top sign draws the punters to try their skill. 8 fluorescent tubes brilliantly illuminate the gay playfields, as you do, and glint on the 8 skaters as they gracefully circle their coloured glass rinks as if in free movement. From the 8 6-slot play positions, pennies slide onto the coin-crowded rinks and are jostled and swept by the skaters into the payout trays for steady wins and unnoticed into the cash box. Lights, colour, exciting play and constant action make Penny on Ice a star attraction. Each playfield operates independently on its own electrical and mechanical systems with halfpenny rejects and automatic device to remove any metal pieces. Height of playfield 3'1", overall diameter 6 foot, overall height 7'1", 900 weight. Colours are grey gloss and wood grain and a blue hammered finish. So yeah, nice sounding thing. So what did it say? Yeah, 8 skaters as they gracefully circle their coloured glass rinks as if in free movement. Can't really see. I think again it's kind of a rotary action. And it looks like, I wish I'd had the original flyers for these, but it looks like there's little skaters figures cut out 2D but stood up upright, cut out of perspex, I imagine, by the look of it probably, on a glass circular table, rotating eccentrically, I imagine, and then pushing the pennies off the edge. That sounds like a very attractive thing. Again, I don't know if any survive or not. I've never seen one. Be a shame if they didn't, because it sounds quite a nice thing. But yeah, there we are. So that's a Penny on Ice. And the next one, oh, that was the last of the Cromptons one. This is just an odd streets one I found of a machine that I was trying to remember what it was. This is really bad. I'd like to find a better flyer because this is a really bad low resolution photo / scan. It's a bit like the roulette machines in a way. I think I can just about read it. Peter says, think the skaters, going back to the skater machine, were on pucks possibly moved by magnets underneath. Yeah, it sounds about right, yeah, on glass. So they'd slide on the glass. Yeah, it does sound like a nice machine, doesn't it? Oh yeah, so the Colorama was when I was trying to think of when I went down to Paul's and described it to him. He said, you think you mean a Colorama? And yeah, I did mean the Colorama. So this says, if I can just about read it, a winner all the way. A simple machine for the operator, for the punter operator. I suppose it means a punter or operator. A large rubber ball spinning in a bright coloured bowl divided into 5 sections. Payout in proportion to colour backed. When the bowl stops, the ball continues its path, slowly edging its way around the coloured sections, giving the suspense no other multiplay can give. Watch the punters' faces. It's a most fascinating object of delight. No loose doors. Everyone hinged, cash box on wheels. The new type coin entry of our own invention makes coins so easy to insert. We do not apologise. This is an old idea simplified to suit our modern conditions. And believe us, or rather the cash box, it really has paid off. We should know, as we are one of the largest operators in this country and the continent. That's not a bit of modesty, is there, from Streets Automatic Machine Go. So yeah, so there we are. So this lot I'll put up on the website later on. I might be able to, can I click this so they automatically spin round? I probably can. Let's have a look at that one, have a quick little chitty chatty. If I do that, does it make them move on their own? Let me just see, I think it does. Yeah, there we go. It says roulette with a tennis ball. Yeah, the Colorama. Yeah, kind of. I remember as a little kid playing one up in Wales. The big arcade in Wales on Sea. Or Wales next to the sea, we should say. And it was quite low though. I think they must have, I don't know, cut it down. Because I remember even being very little, being able to look in the top of it. So I don't know if they sort of cut the bottom bit of the base off it and lowered it down. Because they had a lot of low stuff for little kids then. It was, bear in mind, this has been 1976, 7, mid 70s. And the front of that arcade was windows all the way along, on a kind of quite a low sill. But it had a row of Allwins, Brian's mostly, I think, if I remember rightly. Remember the stripy backflashes, almost right on the floor. Yeah, 1p1, so little kids could play them. I think just by then, because they were kind of old-fashioned, and they just got them, so they just sort of shoved them there out of the way. I don't think they were particularly thoughtful, if you see what I mean, as to where they'd put them. It's just somewhere to put them, I think. But for little tots to play, they were great. It was just perfect height. But yeah, they had one of these, and so I remember being quite mesmerised by it, whizzing around. And even then, at 5 years old or whatever, trying to work out how it worked. How did the machine know where the ball had stopped? So yeah, my ever inquisitive mind. But yeah, all good stuff. So if anybody else has got anything like this or find anything like this, if you've got them and can scan them, try and scan them as high a resolution as you possibly can. Or if you haven't got a scanner, if you can get them to me sometime so I can borrow them and scan them, that would be great. And then we can have a look at some more. And then, who knows, maybe eventually we might actually find a machine somewhere, or a photograph of them at least. Fill in some more gaps in the old database. Scruffy out, it says some nice old machines there. Yeah, it's good stuff. They're good, you know, just quite fun things, aren't they? That's the thing about that era of machines. Although it's not stuff I collect, is I remember playing quite a lot of it. But as I said before, it just seemed to be a good era of good fun things. Amusement machines were amusing. And when all this sort of stuff went out for video games and the video game revolution in the late 70s, early 80s, I don't know, I just never got into video games. Which is where all this stuff went, unfortunately. But say the pictures of Canvey Island amusement park storage, which some of this stuff is in, those photographs. There's the, what's in there? There's the Cover the Spot. There's the huge, if you tuned in the other night, you remember me saying about there being a massive Film Stars machine, which I took the Film Star photographs off of. That's in these photographs as well. It's like straight back, I remember just standing on top of a double-sided JWS pusher, which we sold a single-sided one. In fact, I think somebody's got it on the wants at the minute. I wanted to buy one. If I remember rightly, had somebody put it up on the wanted? Oh no, perhaps not. Perhaps I've gone off the idea. I'm sure somebody had it on the wanted a little while ago. Let me just find it. Where are we? Let's have a look. Machines, pushers. This one. Yeah, just pop back to the website a minute. This is a double-sided one of these. With a big top flash on it as well. All perspex, same perspex, but double-sided. and tool up on chrome poles in front of the Film Stars machine, and I vividly remember standing on top of this on the glass, hoping the glass wasn't going to give way, taking the pictures off the Film Stars machine, which I can't remember if I sold them or if I've still got them somewhere in my sort of files of odd bits of paperwork and things, which when I find, there's lots of interesting stuff to scan in and add to the website. So I might have still got the photograph somewhere. But yeah, that's in those photographs. Quite interesting. Memories. That's 30 odd years ago. Pete says, I can remember Ace Race and Cover the Spot. I must have spent too much time in the arcades. Good machines. I wonder what this 6 thing is. Can't quite figure out what it is. And that looks like it's got some kind of spinny thing in the middle of the play field, but I just thought it was interesting because there seemed to be 3 different versions of playing positions with whatever that circle thing is when it comes around again. Or you'll see it, or have a look on the website later on when I upload the pictures. So hopefully somebody will know what it is. We need Paul. He's obviously not on tonight. He must be busy down the pub or something. But hopefully he'll know what they are. He's kind of expert on all that stuff, Crompton stuff. But yeah, good good stuff. So there's a Cover the Spot, isn't it, down in Dingles? I've got one. I don't know if there's any others anywhere. It's the only one that I think I know of. And so the Ace Race thing, there's the football version which went over to Holland, which I honestly can't remember if that is the one, if it came from Watermouth Castle, or if there is still one at Watermouth Castle similar. Peter says, evening all, sorry I'm late. Paul's just messaged me about not able to get the live chat. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder why he can't. Don't know. Has he messaged me? Doesn't look like it. What have I got here? Lots of Instagram messages. No. I don't know then. Don't know why he can't get it. Everybody else seems to be managing tonight. So it must be Paul's end, something wrong. That's a shame because we needed his expertise on some of these machines, but hopefully he'll catch up with the video later on and send me a message or something with anything he knows, and I can add it onto the pages on the website. So I've got to make half the pages for these machines because I haven't got them on the old Crompton section, some of this stuff. So that's what I'm going to do when I finish this stream. I'll have a cup of tea, I'll make those pages, upload all this lot, and then you can have a better look at them. And again, if any of you know anything about any of them, then let me know so I can update the pages. Let's just pop over to the website in a minute. Calling up machines. So Cromptons you'll find at the moment under A for Crompton, because it's Alfred Crompton. I will get around sometime to doing it so you can find Crompton under C or A, i.e. Crompton, Alfred, or Alfred Crompton. So if you can't find Cromptons at the moment, apologies, but that's why. It's under A for Alfred Crompton, or just go under pushes and you'll find you know, A pusher. Yeah, so I've got Cakewalk, I've got Copper Falls, Ice Hockey, Penny on Ice, but the other machines I don't think I've got. So I'll add them on here. Yeah, Double Falls, I think that was one of mine. This is what happened to a lot of the forgot the name already, cakewalks. They got converted into these double folds with very high kind of shelf on them. I suppose because of the depth of the mechanism of those kind of interlaced lanes on the original cakewalk. I think we had 3 or 4 of these up at Botany Bay. But like these, anything, if you know anything about any of these machines, or if we've got information on any machine page, if you just scroll down to the bottom and there's a couple of buttons here, add information, just click that and stick in anything you know. Any snippet will do, even if you know a year it was made, or if I've got the year wrong. Most of these I've just guessed. I think I'll just put as 1965 as kind of a default date, mid-60s. If you know a better date, you might have got a flyer or an advert, or you know, something in a coin slot again, or something that says, oh, you know, new for 1962, Crompton 6 and 6 or whatever. Then let me know. Click the little button down the bottom here on the appropriate page, and let me know. Obviously there's a lot more Crompton's machines as well to add on, so any others we haven't got there, again, let me know and I'll make the pages. So there we are. What else? Shall we just click these back up again? Prices are at the start of the stream, so anybody who's tuned in late, just look at the start of the stream. There's only coins and spare parts, so you're not missed too much this week anyway, I don't think. We'll have another look at these little flyers again. Peter says, just sent some ideas to try. Oh, some ideas to me. Where? On my email? No. Oh. On my phone, maybe? No, don't know what you mean. Oh, do you mean you sent them to Paul, probably? Whatever. Yeah, so there we are. So that's that. So this week, plans for the rest of this week are, I've got that new batch of nice machines in, which are up on Instagram to get photographed, listed, videoed, and all that jazz, which I'll make a start on tomorrow. Hopefully at the end of the week I've got a couple of garages coming, so I can move cars out of garages to give me a garage. It's getting very complicated, isn't it, to get some more stuff in to sell for my grand clear out, trying to empty this house and all the sheds and everything else. So that's kind of a bit of an aside, but I've been looking for the past year at auctions or options just to sell all the stuff that's accumulated here. Mum was a bit of a collector slash dealer slash hoarder, God knows what, and there's so much stuff, it's all got to go. So looking at ridiculous auction charges, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stick it all on the site. It'll all go for whatever it makes, so there'll be lots of bargains to be had, no doubt. But I'd rather you lot all have a bargain or two, and if you do a bit of eBaying or boot sailing or antique fairs, flea markets, whatever, you can all make yourself a few quid, hopefully. And at the end of the day, I'll probably be better off than taking it all to an auction somewhere and being charged rip-off £6 lotting fees and 20% this fee and 2% that fee and that and God knows what else. So there'll be everything from furniture to china, bric-a-brac, pictures, bits of jewellery, all sorts of stuff. Stock. For when Mum used to do antique fairs, there's stuff priced up from 30 years ago. It's crazy, really. Shedfuls of tools, oh, I don't know, it's just everything. It's all got to go. So I'm making a separate page on the website for that stuff, so it doesn't kind of interfere with the main drag. But you will all get to the same system, just stick a £1 or 2 on or whatever. But no offer will be refused. Wherever it makes, it sells for. It's got to go. I've got to make the space. So keep an eye out for that. In the next week or two, as soon as I get these garages up and get buying some stuff. If you know anybody in the you know, who does eBaying or antique fairs or whatever, when it goes up, let them know and they can bag themselves some good stock, and we'll go from there. So that's that. So I'm here in Cambridge for the next few days. If you want to come and view anything, pick anything up, drop anything off. Alan the carrier, I think, is due the end of this week. If you've got anything to ship out, his details are on the website, on the shipping page, under the question mark icon, if you don't know where it is. Anything else to tell you? Can't think of anything offhand. Next video will be Friday night, so hopefully I'll have all the new stuff up by then. And we'll have some more pictures and stuff to look at Friday night as well. Yeah. Keep on finding it. I'm trying to make the effort of every morning when I sit down with my breakfast cup of tea of just editing and uploading a few more pictures or flyers or whatever to the website, so it slowly gets busier and busier. What pictures did I put up? I haven't shown you them, have I? Go on the old cup of tea section. Put up some pictures of some things, including the Pixieland, which is like Peter's Leprechauns model. So that was quite interesting find. Brenco Casino. Never seen one of those. Those you like this later stuff. Rondo mat. That's one we've not sold before, I don't think. Duo mats and whatever the other mat thing is. That's a different one. Gold Fruity, Tutti Fruity, Treble Cups, the Crystal Gazer. That's actually my machine, that one. What a nice thing. Another Jameson's I've not seen before, top 10. Yet another one of those. Some Wonders machines I hadn't got on. 9 pins. These were not particularly good photographs I had to work with. That somebody sent me. This was right weird angle. This one was taken from somebody sort of on the floor with it right above their head. So stretched the photograph out and tried to make it look about right. I think the lines of wing cups are at them funny angles. It's not done it that much. It's just the shadows look a bit odd on it. What was this one? This is one I've not seen before. Face the Music. Got a late Wonders. And the different version of the spinner wheel, the later cased one. Tibetan, sorry, not spinner wheel. I don't think I've got a spinner wheel picture. Anyone's got a spinner wheel, send me a picture because I need one. And some valve vendors. The Dodge 'em all win. Furman's Viewer. Aaron's Viewer, yeah. So just a few more pictures that were floating about of stuff we hadn't got already. And then what other archive stuff have I put up? A few more bits and bobs. Nice picture of the cricket. Quite a nice image. This is Cricketer. Swingy Swinger, Tutti Fruity. Oh, this is rather nice. BMR skill tester lift thing. Prize skill tester lift. I should probably change the name to Prize skill tester lift. So just skill lift anyway. Whatever. Somebody will find it if they're looking for it. So there we are. So this is what's ending this Sunday. Half a dozen machines, a few award cards. News so far this week is coins, more coins and tokens, and So the rest of the week I've got those new machines to put up, and video and what them, videos, etc. Pete says no to Paul. Paul is still watching but cannot get into the live chat. He tried everything we can think of. That's very odd. Must be something wrong his end, because everyone else has managed tonight. Don't know why that is. Oh well. I'm not positioned very well tonight. I might keep going on off the old thingamy. Doesn't matter. Well, hopefully, Paul, if you're listening, you'll know all sorts of things about those Crompton's machines, and you'll ping me a great big long email with loads and loads of details in of what was made, and when and why, where there's one we can go and see, how many are left, and all that jazz. And especially what the 6th thing is, because I can't even work out what it is. Pete says, has Paul tried to resubscribe? Oh yeah, that does happen sometimes, doesn't it? People, for some reason, YouTube either unsubscribed people or the chat thing doesn't work. Yeah, and you have to resubscribe to the channel. I don't know why. I've had to do it to other channels I watch as well, like Big Clive and things. I don't know why it happens. If it's some glitch at YouTube, or if it's or what it is. Very odd. Hey ho, the joys of technology. So there we are. Anybody, any questions of anybody? Anyone need to know anything? Let me know in the next few minutes. Otherwise, we'll wind things up, because it's 9 o'clock and we go for an hour again. Good grief. Doesn't time fly when we're having fun? And as I say, we've got that, I've got a nice 1965 coin slot that Gary's lent me. So there's some nice adverts in there. It's quite interesting articles as well. By the look of it, I'll see what info I can glean from it. Be a bit careful with the copyright thing, because obviously with World's Fair copyright on the article. The adverts all right, because the adverts are, the copyright would belong to the machine companies, most of which are bust now anyway. So I'm not too worried about that. But there might be some interesting info in there. And again, if anybody else has got any that I can borrow sometime to scan for adverts or whatever, or you can do it yourself, then let me know. And we'll try and find some more interesting stuff to look at. It's all good. So let's just see, I'll just give it a minute or two, see if there's any comments come in, because I know there's always a little bit of a delay before I cut everybody off. And then I'll go and get on with some work. And so I'll upload these things tonight. I'm going to have a look at that video, Crompton's what was it? Crompton's, I can't even read my own writing now. Crompton's factory opening trade show. Crompton's factory opening trade show. Nigel says compulsive viewing. So yeah, we'll have a good look at that. See if there's any info we can glean. And yeah, then we'll go from there. So that looks like it's probably about it for this evening. So I will catch you all again Friday night with a look at all the new lovely machines that have come in for sale. Oh, here we go. Scruffy Herbert says, shame the penny falls is only black and white. Top flash has nice colour to it. I was watching a short clip on YouTube the other day, taking at Manning's Felixstowe for his back. Well, the penny falls that was at Manning's is the one that's now cut in half. Half is in Paul Mitchell's arcade, and the other half is in Gaz's arcade, his mate's arcade. So that one does survive, and it's now actually two machines. So yeah, you can go down to Paul's on Easter, collect your DVD, and play that very machine. Yeah, all those things had really nice bright top flashes on them. There's a couple of those. I did find a picture. I don't know what I did with that. Is it? I don't know where it is. I found a picture with a different top flash on the penny fall as well. Presumably a bit of a later version, kind of like jungly thing. I think it was. What have I done with that? Is it in this folder over here? Let me just have a quick look. I haven't prepped it up to show on video, but I'm not even sure what I've done with the photograph now. Penny falls. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's definitely a different top flash. So I will just need to sort of edit the photograph down to sensible size. I'll sort that out, and we'll have a look at that one on Friday perhaps, or I'll just upload it to the page later on. But yeah, instead of a waterfall either end, like on the black and white flyer here, it's got a waterfall in the middle with then like looks like a panda bear one end in the jungle, and the other end a monkey. I'm not sure there's any jungles in the world with monkeys and panda bears in. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. That's a single-sided one as well. It's not the half pulled cut in half, is it? No, I don't think it is. Maybe it is. Don't know. Yeah, so there we are. So I think that's probably it for tonight. Thank you all very much. Again, thank you to those of you who've been sending stuff in. I'm sure we all appreciate it. And it seemed to be quite a thing, really. People seem to be liking it, so we'll keep on doing it. So we gradually fill the website up with interesting stuff. Pete says, great news, the Pixieland is in the museum on Pier 54, San Francisco. Yep, in San Fran. I put that in the text to you the other day, didn't I? It was in San Fran. In Zielinski's place. I was trying to find a better picture of it, or even a video, but I haven't been able to. But if you can find one, or email them and see if they'll send you a better picture. It'd be nice to have a full cabinet picture of it. And even better, a video of it running, wouldn't it? It'd be nice. So I wonder if there's any more of them, if it was just those two. It looked like also on the, I can't really see, so hopefully you can get them to send you a better picture of it. But the little name on the artwork on the front of it, what have I done with a picture of it now? Let me go back to my website and have a look. It was a funny name, wasn't it? Whether it might have been the maker or the artist or something. You can probably remember what it was before I can find it. Where are we? Leprechauns and Fairies. Yeah, Bondale, 1951. It says on your Leprechaun one. on the bottom there, and it looked like it probably says the same thing on Pixieland as well. I couldn't really see from the photograph. Yeah, so whether that's also Bondale 1951. But what's Bondale? Is it a name? It's a bit of a funny name, isn't it? Bondale. Dale's name, but what Bon? Don't know. Maybe it's an anagram or something. Not sure. But yeah, interesting. Are there any more, we wonder? And does it do the same thing? Don't know. No doubt it will be revealed in due course. Yeah, working models, talking of working models, there will be some coming up for sale later this year. Puppets, a sailor, I think, and what else? Something else. Can't remember what it was. Anyway, watch this space. There's some models coming in. Probably February-ish, I should think. Not in not too long future. So keep an eye out for those. Possibly some other big bits as well. Crane or two, maybe merchandiser or two, that sort of stuff. So anyone looking for big bits, I've got to make some space to put them in first. And then once I've got some space, we'll arrange to get them here. So there we are. Right, I think that's it. Yes, so Peter, keep me posted on how you get on with Pixieland. There's no point me chasing it as well, which I was going to do, but yeah, that's just a bit daft. Just if you speak to or email Zielinski, just ask him if he can, if he sends any pictures, if it's all right, if we can stick them on the website, would be nice. And even better if we can get a little bit of video. It's one of those places I'd love to go, but yeah, at the current times, obviously getting to America is virtually impossible anyway. It's got some interesting stuff in there. Years ago, he used to say his dad used to have the magazine when his dad passed away about 4 or 5 years ago, I think now. He used to run it, Edward Zielinski. And yeah, I spoke to him a couple of times on the phone about different things. There's a couple of Nicholson models in there as well. They've got the Opium, Den and an Execution, I think. I think they've got 2 Nicholsons, and I've got a dozen, I think, of them. I've got most of them, basically. But unfortunately, they didn't want to sell the other 2 to bring them back to England to put with all of mine, but never mind. Yeah, so there we are. Rightio, I'm off. I am going to go and have a cup of tea, and then I'm going to go and sort these flyers out and upload them onto the website. So you can have a look at Crompton's page in the next day or two, and it'll have lots more machines on. And then we'll go from there. That'd be a great place for our next meetup. Yeah, a bit of a long way, isn't it, to go San Francisco for a meetup. I am looking for places. I've been speaking to a couple of people today actually for somewhere Midlands-ish. Either Leamington again or perhaps near the M1, maybe sort of Northampton, even somewhere just off the M1. Trying to find everything in one place is not easy. I'm trying to find, probably a pub would be good because you'd have a drink and it's got food. But I want like a function room, ground floor, with access straight off the car park. And it's actually harder to find than you think. Because most of the little pubs are all closed down, sadly, of course, with the old COVID thing. And most of the big chain pubs either haven't got function rooms or they're just not really interested because they make too much money doing whatever they're doing. But, how about the Hayes Motor Museum? Yeah, God, I haven't been there for years. Yeah, they used to have a few machines, didn't they? Yeah, Dingles is on the card for some time, the Fairground Museum, and I said the arcade down there, and they've got to cover the spot. That's a long way to go again. For a lot of people, obviously, if you're down west, it's great because it's on your doorstep, but a long way for me. But we will do that sometime. So yeah, working on those things in the background. Yeah, right. Anyway, I must go, or I'll never go. I keep saying I'm going to go, then another comment pops up. I don't like to cut people off. There's always this little bit of a delay between you sending a comment and it popping out my end. So yeah, still don't know what the 6 is. Paul will know, hopefully, and I'm hoping that he's going to email me and tell me what it is, and I can let you all know. And hopefully he'll sort out why his chat thing isn't working. Very strange. Not to worry. Right, let me stick on here. Next stream Friday night. All the nice new machines that have come in this week. Sale plus more stuff. Right, so that's it. Over and out. I'm going to go and look at this factory, whatever it was called, thing. Crompton's factory opening trade show. I'm going to have a look at that with a cup of tea. And I'll catch you all on Friday. Anything you need to know in the meantime, ping me a message. Keep finding interesting pictures and stuff and sending them in. Have a jolly week. See you on Friday. Nighty night. I'm off, or I'll never go.